In this video, I'm going to show you how you can buy properties below market value. My name's Kevin McDonald. I've been investing in property for over 17 years now. I've built up a multi-million pound property business using none of my own funds. I'm known as the UK's leading expert at creative, no money down property investing. I've been involved in the purchase of this property and we've secured it below market value. So let's show you around. And don't forget, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel to get more videos on all things property. So this is a typical terraced house. This is in Newark in Nottinghamshire. It's just a 2-bed terrace property that needs some refurbishment work doing. But let's look at how we're going to add the value. Then you've got your dining room through to a kitchen. We're going to extend out the back. Now the reason we can extend out the back, we have got this extra building here at the back, but it's already been extended into the shed to about this point. So we're going to extend all the way to the end to make the kitchen a much bigger family space. Upstairs, there's currently 2 bedrooms and a bathroom. Let's pop up there and show you what we're going to do to convert that into a 3-bed. So this is the main bedroom. So it's a 2-bed at the moment, 1 bedroom here, a 2nd bedroom, and then a bathroom at the back. This bedroom is a really large double, but it's got this cupboard space to the side. Now this cupboard space goes right back over to about here. What we're going to do is close the wall up here and we're going to open it up into the other bedroom. I'll show you why on the other side. Now this middle bedroom is a huge space. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a partition wall up through the bedroom here, making it still a big double, but open up a door here, making this the bathroom. So that bathroom does not need a window, meaning it can be in the middle of a 2-bed terraced house. But how do we make the bathroom big enough? Well, remember that cupboard in bedroom 1, the big cupboard? Well, we're going to open that up right here. So we close it up on the other side, we open this up, and we gain a huge amount of space. We gain so much space that the bath will sit between the chimney breast and the end of the cupboard, meaning you can fit it in here, bath and a shower, creating a large open space for your toilet and your sink, and gaining you a 3rd bedroom in the property. This is allowing you to take a small 2-bed terraced property on a normal street and convert it into a 3-bed, adding massive value. This is currently the bathroom. Now this is a good sized bathroom space. What we're going to do is rip the bathroom out and make this a 3rd bedroom. So we've got the 1st bedroom on the front, 3rd bedroom at the back. So this property is not one of mine. The owner of this property is Alex Moyes. He's a progressive student who entered the 7-day joint venture finance raising challenge that we held on social media a few months ago. Alex was one of 5 people who got to pitch for joint venture finance to myself and an angel investor. I've personally funded this deal for Alex, so I've put in 100% of the purchase price. The reason I did that because I seen the potential of the deal. So the numbers. Alex has secured the purchase of this property for £103,767. Why such a random number? Well, what we always use is an even, odd process to putting an offer in on a property. So we work out our final price we're willing to pay, 103,767. He offered 99, he offered 101, he offered 103,767. The agents will always say to you, why such a strange number? And you say, because that is to the pound as high as I can go. I've done my numbers, that's me. That is what got the deal secured at that price. Now, the value in this property is in turning it from a 2-bed into a 3-bed and in extending the kitchen. In value, so after doing all of the works, so the works is costing about 15,000, and then there will be the finance cost, the fees, all in around 130 grand. In value, £150,000. It will rent for £650 a month, and the cash flow after paying the mortgage will be between £200 and £250 a month. A great project for what is his first buy-to-let property. So I've done a number of other videos with Alex around this property. If you want to see the detail of this property, exactly what we're doing with it, and also find out a bit more about Alex and his journey, then make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, and you can find those other videos in the description. There's links there where you can go and watch those videos now. So how can you get below market value deals? Well, there's two key ways to source below market value deals. One is direct to estate agents, and secondly is direct to vendor. Two completely different methods, two completely different ways. So let's look initially at directly to estate agents. You can walk into an estate agent and look for below market value deals. Now, a lot of agents have got people walking in and out of their shops every single day looking for property deals. And what they typically do is they'll come in and they'll say things like, I'm a professional property investor, I'm looking for 25% off the asking price. And the agents bend them. The agents are not interested. That is not how you find below market value deals with agents. It's all about the relationship. You need to build your relationship with the agents. Get them to know you, get them to like you. Go on, do some viewings. Build that initial relationship up with them and try and get in contact and good relationship built with the valuers in the agency and the negotiators in the agency, because they're the ones that will bring you the deals. An estate agent is not going to give you the very best deal they've got on their books the first time you walk in the door. You've got to build that relationship over time. And here's what happens. Most people quit before they've done enough relationship building with the agent. They go in once or twice, the agent doesn't give them the best deal, and they think there's no point working with that agent, and they move on to the next one, and then they quit their property journey. This is about you building a long-term relationship, building that foundation gradually over a period of time. And it doesn't take years. We're talking about a few weeks to a few months at the most. Start off by visiting them. Start off by giving them your details, letting them know that you're looking to invest in property locally. Keep it very open. Don't go specific about a deal. Keep it very open. I'm looking for properties where I can add value. Any size property, I'm just looking for property where I can add some value. Try and build that mind space with the agent that they get to know you. They're expecting you to come into their shop. Regularly visit, bring them some gifts, bring them some sweets. When you're popping by, go in and say hi. Have a conversation with them. Sometimes you want to go into the agency and have a conversation without ever talking to them about property. Why would you do that? Because you want them to see you as a friend, not as just a property investor. What do people want to do? They want to give great deals to their friends. So get to know them, get building that relationship. If you see them out and about, if you see them in the pub in the evening, go send them a round of drinks. Get to know them as good as you possibly can, and that will open up doors to opportunities for you. The second way to source below market value deals is going direct to vendor. So how do you go direct to vendor? There's lots of different ways. The key ways that we use is leafleting. Now, I've heard a lot of people say leaflets don't work. The reality is leaflets do work. There is not a takeaway in this country that you walk into and say, what is the best way that you find of promoting your business? They will say to you leaflets every single time. But there is a process, like anything else, to doing leafleting in a good way. You need to do them at the right time of day, in the right streets, to the right target market. So leafleting is critical. Don't blanket drop 50,000 leaflets at once. It's about maybe doing 500 a week for a long period of time. Picking an area within your town and focusing specifically on that area, and then every single week sending some leaflets out into that area. Or maybe it's just once a month, depending on what your budget is. The important thing here is that you have that plan of consistently putting your leaflets out there. A second way that works really well direct to vendor is letters. So handwritten letters. I've noticed a property for sale on your street. I'm looking to buy a property in the area. Please give me a call. I'd love to arrange a viewing. Something simple. They don't need to be posh, professional, brochured letters. They can just be a simple message to target that homeowner. Send the letters out there. You would be surprised how many people will call you. You have got to put yourself at risk of getting a phone call. A lot of people say to me, will letters really work? Will I get a call? Here's what I'll tell you. Letters and leaflets do not work if you do not send them. If you send them, you got a chance. You put yourself in the game. A third way that you can use to get direct to vendor, and this is rocket science, is you use this. You knock on the door. You see a house for sale, a house for rent. Go knock on the door. Maybe the owner's living inside the house and they're at home and you can get directly to speak to them. Maybe it's an empty property. Knock on the neighbors' doors. The neighbors may have a contact number for the owner. That can get you direct to the owner. You get direct to the owner, you can build relationship with them. Just like you build a relationship with the estate agents, you can build a relationship with the owner. Find out why they're selling, where they're moving to, what's the reason that they're moving on. This property, the owner of it, they were moving into a care home and the daughter selling the property needed funding to pay for care fees. So what is the reason why the person is selling the property? Critically important, but I see a lot of amateurs starting off in their property journey, and what they do is they just focus on the value of the house, trying to put an offer in on the property, and they never think about the person and the situation. The most important part of getting a below market value deal secured is the person selling the property, their situation, what they're looking for now. Focus on them and you'll get more deals done. Not every below market value deal needs to be a full refurb. Some of them can be a house that's already finished, already in perfect condition. We do below market value deals regularly where there's refurbs needed, but we also do them regularly where there's literally no refurb needed. One great way of finding below market value deals that are ready to just move into are the properties that are on the market for sale and to rent. The owner has it to its standard that it's ready to literally move into to rent. They have it on sale, they've tried to sell it, they're struggling to sell the property. So they reluctantly put it up for rent. They really want to sell, but they're not getting their asking price, they're struggling to get a buyer for whatever reason. It might be that they put it on a little bit too high. It might be the market we're in right now. We are heading into uncertain times in the property market. A lot more properties are going to spend a lot longer sitting on that property market without any buyers. What the owner does is they have to do something. They cannot afford the mortgage. They cannot afford to keep it sitting there empty. They've already moved on with their lives. They can't find that buyer, so they put it up for rent. They don't really want to rent it. They just have to, because of their financial situation. And that's where you can get a huge opportunity. You can secure that property below market value, ready to move into. More millionaires and more billionaires are created in a time of a crisis than are ever created in a time of a rise. You need to observe the masses and do the opposite. And now has never been a better time to invest in property. I started investing in 2003. In the last financial crash of 2007, I chose to stop. I put my head in the sand, I chose to stop. I thought the world was coming to an end. I did nothing until 2013. I got back in the property game in 2013 following going to a Progressive property event and hearing Rob Moore and Mark Homer, the co-founders of Progressive, talk about how they had built their entire business through the crash of 07 to 09. I had started in property in 2003. They met in 2006, 3 years after I started. But by the time I met them again in 2013, they were hundreds of properties ahead of me. Why? Because they observed the masses and did the opposite. They went all in on property when there was a time of a crisis. Why should you do that? Because that's when the opportunities are there. So if you like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure you don't miss out on future videos. And share in the comments, have you found your first buy-to-let property? Have you done a below market value property deal? Have you done numerous below market value deals? Comment in the video, let us know. I've been Kevin McDonald. You've been absolutely awesome. Speak soon.